Hello and welcome back to Active Fitness, or well, if this is your first time, we're just going to go over a few basic fitness things. So that's what this channel is about. And yeah, so today I'm doing a little bit something different. I'm going to review a workout plan of a fitness influencer, and I'm going to give my honest opinion about it and tell what I would recommend doing different. And yeah, basically that sums up what I'm going to do in this video. So let's get started.
I'm Alex Silver-Fagan. I'm a Cellucor athlete and Nike trainer, and I'm here today to take you through a heavy upper body workout. We're gonna start with a chest press, then move into 3 supersets that are all upper body focused. It's very intense and incorporates a lot of different styles of training. All right, let's get into it. So before we get started with the weights, we're going to start with a dynamic warm-up. So first we have inchworms. So with your inchworm, you're gonna keep your legs nice and straight, reach down, tap your toes, walk your way out to a plank, give me 1 push-up, and then walk your toes into your hands and repeat across the floor. Next, we're gonna take it to a walkout with a hip opener and T-spine rotation. So you start the same way you did with the inchworm, legs are straight, you walk out, find your plank, right leg is gonna come up to right hand, you're gonna reach your right arm up, nice big twist there, and then switch sides. Next, we're gonna take it to a shoulder sweep. So you're gonna lie at your side, bring your knees up towards your chest at a 90-degree angle. Your right arm is gonna be on the floor, left arm on top of that hand. You're gonna reach your left fingertips up and around your head, reaching towards the other side of your body, and then bring it back down. The only part of your body that's moving is your shoulders and upper back. So just let your body move with you here. Keep your knees and your legs steady in that 90-degree position. The last exercise for your warm-up is going to be a crab reach. You're gonna start on all fours with your chest and upper body facing towards the sky. Your butt is gonna be facing towards the ground. Pushing through your heels, you're gonna reach your arm up and around, reaching behind you, and then come back to center. Then with that other hand, the hand reaches up towards the sky, back behind you, and come back. Try to focus on the quality of your movement here and not the amount of reps that you're doing. And remember to push through your heels, activate those glutes.
Okay, so for warm-up, I think actually that's a really great warm-up because it takes dynamic stretching into consideration as the warm-up. So I think that's a great way to warm up. However, some of the movements are a little bit more advanced, and if you're someone that's, well, not so active, well, it might be a little bit of a problem. Or if you're someone that doesn't focus so much on your mobility, it can be a little bit of a problem. But otherwise, great warm-up.
So now we're gonna be getting into the heavy lifting portion of your workout. We're going to be doing a chest press. Now we'll start with 2 warm-up sets, working your way to 5 working sets, up to 5 reps, and we're gonna be adding 5 pounds each time. So with the bench press, you're gonna be laying on your back, reaching up towards the barbell, making sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. As you bring the barbell down to your chest, you wanna bring your shoulders back, squeezing your back, so you're actually engaging your back at the same time. Make sure the barbell touches your chest, and then exhale as you push and explode all the way up. So slow on the way down, and then push to explode back up. So the purpose of this exercise and this part of the workout is strength. We're not working on hypertrophy, which is going to break down the muscle fibers and then have them regrow. We're just really trying to work on strength and getting more weight on that bar. So now we're moving into the superset part of our workout, which is a typical bodybuilding style of training. First superset is going to be a sumo deadlift high pull and a lateral raise. So working on our shoulders as well as a total body movement with the sumo deadlift high pull. I want your heart rate to go up, I want you to be working harder, and we are working a little bit more of that hypertrophy side of the training. So with the sumo deadlift high pull, we're gonna be using 2 dumbbells. You can also use a kettlebell if that's what you have. You're gonna have your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, toes facing out, so you're in a nice sumo stance. You're gonna reach down for the kettlebell or the dumbbells that you have. Butt comes back, soft bend in your knees, so you're hinging at your hips, and then drive with your legs to explode all the way up, bringing those weights or the kettlebell to your collarbones. Elbows go nice and wide, and then reset, bring it back down to your body. So now for the lateral raises, we're gonna be using dumbbells. I want you to stand with your feet right underneath your hips, soft bend in your knees so you have a strong base of support. Your arms can be straight, and you're gonna hold on to the dumbbells and then reach and bringing them up towards the sides. Now I don't want you to bring this into your traps. Try to keep your shoulders down and away from your ears. If you're using heavier weight, you can have a soft bend in your elbows. It's gonna make it a little bit easier to get those weights up there, so you're really working the outside of that delt.
Okay, so for the sumo deadlift high pull, it depends from personal trainer to personal trainer, and the same with sports conditioning coaches, is most of the time people will see it as a great exercise, but yeah, depending on the viewpoint, my viewpoint on it is it's not a great exercise because it puts your shoulder in a compromised position, and it's also basically the same thing that it will do to you when they test you for impingement, the cognitive productive test. So it's basically, I would avoid this exercise because of that. So it's not necessarily that it's a bad exercise, but the reward to risk ratio, well, it's not in favor for that exercise. So what I would recommend, go look it up yourselves, do a little bit of research on it. In the future, I might even bring out a video explaining it a little bit more into depth. But for now, go do a little bit of research on it yourself. And if you want, there's 2 YouTube channels that do go into real detail about these things. And one of them is Athlete X by Jeff Cavalier, and the other one is Gravity Transformation. Now, I can't remember the guy's name that runs it. But yeah, go look it up, do a little bit of your own research on it. I would always recommend that if you're not sure about an exercise, do a bit of research on it yourself. That way at least you get all of the information and you can make your own call on it. So that's my opinion. Let's go back to the video.
Our second superset is really gonna work on that back and also burn out those shoulders even more. We have a single arm dumbbell row and then an Arnold press. With a single arm dumbbell row, we're gonna be working with a heavy weight. You're gonna come onto a bench, resting one arm and one leg on the bench, holding onto the dumbbell with the other hand. I want you to think about driving your elbow up towards the sky, bringing the weight towards your rib cage and squeezing your back as you do this. We're gonna do 10 reps on one side and then 10 on the other before moving into the Arnold press. With the Arnold press, you're gonna be standing here. I like to do a lot of my movements standing so that my core is really engaged. So your feet are gonna be, again, right underneath your hips, soft bend in your knees. You're gonna start with the weights up by your shoulders, palms facing towards you. As you press them to the sky, you're gonna rotate your hands out so now they're facing away from you, and then bring them back down to your starting position. Again, we have 10 reps here. Our third superset is incorporating one of my favorite movements, a kettlebell windmill as well as push-ups. Again, 3 sets, 10 reps. So a kettlebell windmill is very specific with your form, and I want you to make sure that you are set up in the right way so that you don't get hurt. We're gonna start with the kettlebell in our right hand, so we'll start with the right side. So your right toes are gonna be facing forward, your left toes are gonna be facing out towards the side. So I'm in kind of a separate stance here. I have a soft bend in my knees, and I'm gonna bring the kettlebell up with my right hand towards my shoulder and then press it up towards the sky. Now I want you to keep your eyes on the kettlebell the whole time here. Think of it as less of a side bend and more of a hinge. So I'm gonna stick my butt back, pushing my hips towards the right as I reach my left arm down, looking up towards the kettlebell with my right hand. My right hand stays up the whole time, hinging back, and then I'm gonna zip it back up, come back to my starting position. The second exercise of this last superset is a push-up, good old push-up. So you're gonna start in a plank, hands are right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna lower your body, bringing your elbows back behind you, squeezing your butt, everything comes down to the floor together, and then you push back up, explode aggressively. In this push-up, I want you to think about bringing your nose in front of your fingers rather than in between, so you're really leaning over your hands rather than back behind. Alright, so that's it for this workout. I recommend doing it once, maybe twice a week because it's very intense and incorporates a lot of different styles of training. If you have any questions for me, please feel free to reach out at Alex Silver-Fagan on Instagram, on Twitter, and on BodySpace. I love hearing from you guys and I want to hear any questions that you have. And for more free articles and videos like this, head to bodybuilding.com. I'll see you next time.
Okay, so the only other thing that I would a little bit bring to your attention is, well, the kettlebell wind pump. It's not a bad exercise. It's just, once again, personal trainers, each one have the different philosophies, same with sports conditioning coaches, yada yada yada. So the thing is, in my philosophy around about exercises and so on, is start with your most technical exercises first after you did your warm-up. Because as you continue with your workout, you become a bit more exhausted. That causes you to actually lose focus, and to perform an exercise with good technique, you need to be focused. So I would actually recommend that start first with the exercises that requires the most technique, the most focus, you can see it as that. And then from there, you go all the way down to the most easiest exercise at the end. But otherwise, I don't have any complaints on it, except for that. I think it's actually a really good workout. One or two things that needs to change, and that's about it. So the only thing that I have to mention is I would have liked to see a little bit more exercises focused on the back. That's about it. So if you like this video, leave a like, and if you want to see future videos, basically I think by now you guys know what I'm going to say. Follow and subscribe, and don't forget to switch on notification bell. Basically what every other YouTuber says these days. So yeah, and if you have any questions or any comments, just comment down below, and you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. So yeah, and if you have any ideas for future videos that you would like me to make, once again, just comment down below. And that's all from me, guys, and enjoy it. Well, I wanted to say enjoy the rest of your day, but I don't know if it's night or day over there, but in any case, have a nice day or nice week, and I'll see you next time.